Hi Sagittarius, and welcome to your love reading. This is particularly for singles. I did the couples separately. So what these cards represent is where you're at mentally, emotionally, spiritually, what your advice is, your challenge, and the outcome. Ace of Cups doesn't get any better than that. Aquarius got the Ace of Cups for their outcome as well. Beautiful. And I have to say before I start, everyone's getting the same advice card. This Page of Pentacles or the Ace of Pentacles. It's about the new term starting. It's about going out there, joining stuff, reaching out, joining with others. No longer being in isolation, Sagittarius, because spiritually you've got the Four of Swords. Some of you might have been quite cut off because you've been concentrating on other things, but I think you've been advised to move out yourself, basically. So where you're at mentally is the Six of Wands, success, okay? So I don't know what this means regarding your love life, Sagittarius, if some of you have had some really big success, or you just feel on top of your game. You feel ready. You feel your self-esteem is high. You're standing tall, eyes forward, yeah. And mentally you just feel, yeah, I'm ready to go for the life I want. I'm ready to reach for the love that I want, because emotionally you've got the Nine of Cups, which is the wish fulfilling card. So emotionally and mentally you're in a bit of a great place in September. All the potential is there for you to be in a really good place, Sagittarius, because all the tarot is potential, nothing else. Okay, unless you get a private reading, and that's a bit different, okay? But you're in this sort of sense of, I've just got you really standing tall, looking at the future in the eye, ready to embrace it. Your heart feels really warm, really connected. Now emotionally, when the Nine of Cups shows up, it showed up for quite a lot of people actually. What I get people to do is to set an alarm and focus completely on what would your emotional life look like if you could have anything you wanted, anything. Describe him or her, what you would do in your perfect day, okay? I'm not going to say the universe is going to bring you all that, but you know what it does? It opens you up. It opens you up from a narrow place to a huge place where the universe can at least start to meet some of those desires, Sagittarius, okay? Now I get people to do that regarding their career too, and that's how you start to find your dharma. And when you find your dharma, you enter into the flow of life, and when you're in the flow of life, it changes. And you know, it's so weird, you might not get everything you want, but you don't even notice, because you're connected with your own happiness, Sagittarius. And that is happiness, basically. You're in an incredible position with these two cards. Now, spiritually, Four of Swords, so you might be feeling a bit, you might be more focused on your own inner world than the external. Okay, the Four of Swords is either a deliberate withdrawal, or sometimes destiny steps in. We have accidents, things happen, and we're thrown into ourselves, okay? But spiritually, I think you could be a bit tired, or you've just been focusing on your own desires. Yeah, basically, why not, Sagittarius? Why not focus on what life would be if it could be whatever you wanted it to be? You know what, I'm quite excited for you. Your advice, just loads of people have got it, or the Ace of Discs. I'd like you to go out and start something, basically. It doesn't matter what it is. The Pentacles are focused on work, career, learning a new skill, okay? And it seems to be for everyone, their advice is to go out and join some community thing. It can be anything. Because it's a disc, make it something to do with your well-being, nutrition, exercise, art, anything which is practical and earthy. That's what you've been called to do here, to move out of yourself so you can go out and meet new people. But your challenge is a Four of Cups. So the Four of Cups is I find it a really challenging card to explain, okay? Every reader's got a block. The Four of Cups is someone who's been offered something but not quite sure about it. So he's lacking in this motivation to grab opportunity. A bit like that Four of Swords, maybe. Maybe your energy's down, and because your energy's down, you haven't got this drive or this passion to grab what's been offered to you. I also describe it as a divine discontent card. So there's this challenge, there's this niggling sense of not fully being happy. But Sagittarius, it's divine because something's amiss and something needs to change. That's why it's called divine discontent. It's how our gods speak to us to wake us up, to go, something's missing here, reach out, go after your victory. But you might be feeling lacking in energy, okay, in September to grab after what you want. So your outcome, first the Two of Discs and then the Ace of Cups. So the Two of Discs, again, a very practical card. There's definitely a focus on changing something on the earthy, what you do every day. You might have to juggle life circumstances. So say it's a night class, you have to, you're always having to juggle things around, aren't you? But it's so worth it, Sagittarius, because your outcome is the Ace of Cups. This is a date with destiny, basically. And we can only get that date with destiny by following where we're not happy, by following that. It's almost like a bread trail that you have to follow, but you have to listen to it and you have to take its guidance, or things just stay the same. And if you don't want things to stay the same, which that Four of Cups is about not fully grabbing the opportunities. I'd grab the opportunity, Sagittarius. This is the most beautiful card in the deck, in my eyes, apart from some of the majors, okay? This is the Eye of the Divine coming through your heart, giving you this new gift. It's ordained by destiny, like the Wheel of Fortune. And you know what, advise you, I would go out and do it. I know you're balancing energy, okay? That's probably the Two of Discs means, so you might be tired. Do the smallest thing, okay? It's like, example, I've got a Tai Chi class today, and I woke up an hour early to do my work so I could go to the class. And swear to God, Sagittarius, I am not perfect. But if you want that full life that you deserve, you're going to have to learn to juggle it. Juggle your time, allow this new opportunity in. I know you're lacking in energy here. Nurture yourself, look after yourself, pray, and go after that ace. It might be with an Aquarius, because they got exactly the same outcome. Okay guys, lots of love, and I wish you well. Oh, and I do my weeklies every week, so if you subscribe, it lets you know. Okay, loads of love guys, bye.